What's up, everybody? Welcome to Yaga Rambles. And holy shit, I am doing a consecutive podcast here. I did not wait 1 month, 3 weeks. No, I went exactly 1 week since my last podcast. How are we all doing? Well, I just had a nice visit with my best friend, buddy from 20 years. Haven't seen him in forever, so that was a nice visit. You know, when you get older, man, when you're not in that young, fucking just go out and do anything stage, the older you get, it seems like, you start to just take your individual path of life, and it's harder to connect with certain people. And, shit fades away over time. So it's kind of neat when you don't talk to somebody for damn near a year and then see what they're doing, how their life's going, what's up, how's things, And like anybody on this planet, man, every one of us struggles. We all have our own personal battles to deal with something. Whether it's work-related, relationships, money, fucking you name it, loss. And, but it's cool. It's cool when you actually sit down. I love conversations, man. Nothing beats having a conversation with anybody. Like meaningful conversation. Not just fucking bullshit and nonsense. It doesn't mean anything. I don't know. You know what I mean? Something a little bit more in depth. Like, what the fuck's going on with you? So, that was nice. It's good to catch up with my friend. Seems to be doing well. And that brings me to my actual thing with this podcast. This podcast is a sponsored podcast for the first time ever. Holy shit. This podcast is brought to you by TrackVault Company, Theft Recovery and Prevention. Ask yourself these questions. 1. Do I own anything I don't want to lose? 2. If I become a victim of theft, would I like to get my property back? Well, if you answered yes to either question, you need TrackVault Company Incorporated. You can, this is pretty neat, man. This whole thing here is it's like a tracking system for your stuff in case it ever gets stolen. And, I've known people who have had their houses broken into, property taken, and, it's gone. Maybe you have insurance, but, what if it's like an heirloom? Like say a wedding ring or something like that, or family jewelry, something that can't be replaced by money, You stick this little chip on the device, and if it gets stolen, this company, these people are ever caught by the cops, they can scan that, get your property back. So it's pretty cool. TrackVault Company, www.trackvaultco.com, and you can reach them at 630-451-9361, or email them at sales@trackvaultco.com. It's $20 a year annually. They will do everything. They will video document your stuff. They will, it's fucking worth it, man. Think about that. Grandma's fucking, wedding ring doesn't get lost. It's like, you want that shit recovered. It's only $20 a year. Don't wait until it's too late. So call them now. And that was the ad for this podcast. So, we look at people and I judge, and I'm sure I get judged for all kinds of shit, because that's just what we do. It's what we do as humans. We judge people. We do it all the time. We judge them by the simplest way of judging people is by a simple handshake, That's my first impression of a lot of people, is when I shake their hand, at least man to man. I was taught when I was growing up, you have a firm handshake. You look a man in the eye and shake his hand nice firm, not too fucking tight where you want to crush his hand, but you don't want to be all limp-wristed fucking gay. Why? Because that impression will tell you about a man's character. Honestly, it'll tell you how honest that person is, and it'll tell you what to expect from that guy if shit ever hit the fan. Like, is this somebody that would be in your corner? That's at least what I do it as. I was telling my lady once, I was like, when we first got together and I was meeting like her sister's boyfriends, and I did the handshake test, and he failed. This dude failed. But I explained to her why, and then she told me like, well, and what I thought, first impression wise. And she's like, that's what my parents think about him. I was like, I don't even need to ask him. I could just tell by shaking his hand that, he's probably a bit of a bitch. And that sucks because it's not that you're not a nice guy. It's like, it's like it's like a test. Who's going to step up to the plate if you needed to, in a crisis situation? Who's the one who panics and bails, and who's the one that stands tall and pushes through? That's what the handshake test is all about. And you don't believe me, man? Ask your fucking dad, ask your grandpa, anybody who's been around a while. Any real man will tell you that a handshake is the way to go. That's your first impression. Your handshake sucks. At least man to man, it's going to take you a while to redeem that if you don't have a good-ass handshake. But, that's all I know. Figure that shit out, people. So, I don't know. It was good to see my friend. He's doing well. And he's, just like anybody, he's going through shit. I always talk about people, marriages, and divorce, and I've never been on the side of either one. I've always been on the outside looking in, and he's been on the inside looking out. And, but it seems like he's doing well, and he's happy, And, honestly, man, I admire that, and I live like that today. I do what I want to do for my own happiness. And if anybody else tells you differently, fuck them. Honestly, fuck them. And, they just don't even know what they want when they're telling you what you should be doing. Because it's easier to tell other people what to do than to, do it yourself. And I don't know. And I just see it, man. It's sad. I think, you get one life, and you should honestly just live that life however it looks for you. Now, I mean, don't be reckless. Don't just be like, say, fuck everything. I'm going to start, making a bunch of shitty decisions for myself. But also don't let, it's, I don't know. It's a complicated thing. Because you need to figure out because I don't people please, man. Just because somebody else looks at you and goes, that's not a good idea. Unless it's something stupid. Like, you probably shouldn't throw that gas can in that bonfire. Shit's gonna get crazy. Like, yeah. If somebody's telling you that, that's a bad idea. But when it comes to, like, I don't know, other choices in life, like just discouraging people from following what really makes them happy, that's what I have a problem with, Like, say you want to fucking be an author. Well, go write a book. Who gives a shit? People are going to be like, that's fucking stupid. You need to go back to school and spend another $100,000 on that and get and pop out 3 or 4 kids and be in debt for your entire life. Like, fuck that. I don't want to be in debt. I want to be debt-free. So, how am I going to be debt-free? Well, I'm devising methods and just being myself. And I'm playing the game, but I'm not, I'm not trying to win the game. I'm trying to, I wouldn't say beat it either. I'm trying to dodge the game. I'm in it. I'll play the rules, like the things I have to do. You need money for stuff, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not a sucker that's like, yeah, you totally want this fucking way overpriced thing that you don't need. I'm like, nah, I'm not like that anymore. And when I was young, nobody told me that. They're like, get a credit card, just buy what you want, and then go into debt, and then you're fucked. Let's just say I'm a lot smarter with decisions today. But that's because, like, I don't know, like some of you, I've learned the hard way. But that is a good lesson for me because learning the hard way has allowed me to make better decisions. And right now, I'm doing okay. I'm actually, like, I'm never not been good, but there's sometimes you just have like a day or like a week when you just question everything. And you're like, what the fuck am I doing? Am I doing anything? Where is this going? You know, like, I think everybody, I know I've struggled with it, so I don't know if everybody has, but I think you're full of shit if you said you never thought any of that. Because I have. You know, if I think of things, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt, and I like to think they thought it too at some point. At one time, that, you know, we thought the same, you know, had these ideas, or, you know, like those feelings about, you know, am I doing the best I can do right now? What does that look like for you, you know? Because it's weird, because we're not all this, people are not all the same. Okay, fuck that. There are people that are better at other things than others that, you know, get where they are because of whatever talent or skill they have. No, you can't achieve that sometimes. You need to know what your level of competency is at whatever job you are, or intelligence level you're at, and just kind of shoot for the best of that. Some people don't have a competency level to be anything better than a Walmart worker, you know? Sad but true. And then there's some people that are working there that are fucking geniuses but don't take the initiative to go further. Myself. That's included. No, I'm just kidding. I'm no fucking genius, that's for sure. But I'm definitely not an idiot. So I don't know. Too smart for my own good? No. I just think all the time. I have ideas. I think a lot. There's nothing wrong with thinking. Thinking is how we've moved forward as a species. Somebody thought of something that would make life or some little thing, philosophy, better, then they did it and implemented it. And here we are. You know, I think you have to be crazy in this world to actually, you know, people who really made an impact on this world were fucking nuts, you know, that really made life the way it is. We attribute those people to literally out of their fucking mind thinkers. People like Nikola Tesla, you know, he was in love with his bird, apparently, right? He loved a bird. That was his love, a fucking bird. You know, if we just focused in on that, you would think, wow, that guy's out of his goddamn mind. But that man is responsible for a lot of the inventions we have today, like wireless internet. He patented that shit. He came up with that stuff a long-ass time ago. Way before it even became popular, you know? His ideas are what paved our modern society. A lot of them are. Look up Nikola Tesla, man. But he loved his bird. And guys like Albert Einstein, you know, was working as a patent clerk before he became, you know, best known for his theory of relativity and all that shit. And so it's like, what I'm trying to say is, like, we have this weird thing in society today where, you know, you go to school, get this lovely degree of piece of paper, to think that you can be somebody, but in reality, like, you can be somebody without going to college. You can be somebody without having a degree. Shit, you can be somebody without even graduating high school if you just have a fucking good idea and decide to go for it, you know? And that's like, you know, that's what some of the best minds in this world have done. They didn't go get their master's degree. And I'm not trying to shoot that down like it's nothing. Like, people who out there and work for their masters and degrees in whatever field it is, you know, the smart people, like engineers and shit like that. But, you know, if you're just doing it for the sake of saying you have a master's, then, yeah, maybe that's an ego trip. You know, it's an ego trip. But I get it, it's hard work. It's not easy. I don't have a fucking master's degree. Shit. You know, I don't have much, but I've got my brain, which keeps me company. It's my own best friend. Woo! So, if you get a good idea, and you have, you know, if you want to be an entrepreneur and you have an idea and you have that ambition and drive, you can go for it, you know. Are you willing to do what it takes to get there? Most people aren't, because they get scared. You know, it takes a lot of capital. Capital to get ideas going. I'm sorry. I'm like picking at this thing at my frickin' chest here. It's like a little... I'm distracted. Anyway, yeah, you don't have the capital to get an idea off the ground. And running a business is hard, man, I know. I was with my friend where we were running a place together, and it's like, that's where you got to devote all your time. So you got to ask you what's worth it to you. What does the road of happiness look like for you? Fuck what the world tells you happiness is. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that. Fuck saying it's like, oh, you want to be rich. You want to be famous. You want to be all this shit. You want to achieve that. And if you don't achieve that, you're a fucking loser. No wonder why everybody's fucking depressed and miserable and on antipsychotics and antidepressant pills, because they're taught all this bullshit, and it's driving people nuts. Because even if they achieve it, they're still not happy. It's not very fulfilling, man. I'm not saying being rich and famous isn't cool. Like, I've been like local famous with my band and stuff, so I understand like the attention is cool, and people always like showing you, like, messaging you and calling you, and they're so awesome and shit like that. Yeah, that's fucking addicting. Who doesn't like that? We like to be, we like to hear good things about our accomplishments or whatever. But when shit hits the fan in your life and you've got a crisis, where are those people? They are nowhere to be found, right? They are nowhere to be found at all, ever. It's the people who like really know you, like your deep-seated pain, your darkness, man. Those are the people that are there when you're in the dark to help, help you find the light again. And you know what? You may only have one, maybe a couple people. Some of you might not even have any people like that. All your fucking relationships are surface nonsense. Let's go on a double date and boo-ba-doo and talk about nothing. Or maybe you're lucky. Maybe you're lucky and you're married and you got that one person that's your best friend too. I mean, that's magical, If you're in that kind of like a marriage or relationship where that like your significant other is also your best friend, I mean, that's fucking great. And you tell each other everything and you go deep. And then maybe you got a handful of friends, that they know your story, you know theirs, and when shit hits the fan, they're there. You might only have one or two of those. And you can have 1 million fucking followers on Instagram or Facebook or whatever fucking platform you want to be on. Or even, in person. Maybe you got your own business. People are like, this business is so great. But are those people going to come to your aid when shit hits the fan? I mean, maybe. You see a lot of people reaching out when, on the internet, GoFundMes, and people are, contribute and stuff like that. But, I mean, what about, I don't know. That only goes so far, and it's not like, I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm babbling. I'm just saying that all that, the idea of what you want should be in society is just fucking wrong. And I think a lot of people are figuring that out now. And they're just, and the beauty about the internet, things like YouTube and shit have given people the opportunity to just follow what they really want to do, I was talking with my buddy, and I guess his lady wants to start a vlog and do about reptiles. They went to this reptile convention, and there's a lot of apparently it's a big thing. See, I've been on YouTube for like almost 4 years, and I have not come across these people, but there's whole slews of giant channels with like millions of followers that just talk about reptiles, and that's what they do. See, because they're just being themselves. They found a passion, they found what they love in life, and now they're making a living out of it. That's fucking awesome. So apparently he's going to start, his lady's going to start a vlog channel, and these people are going to help him. And I mean, that's awesome. I mean, that's what it's all about. You find what you want to do, and then you find like-minded people, and then you do that shit. That's all I need is a couple of like-minded people, and I will be able to fucking, do that. And I'm starting to really get those people in my life now, So that's all I'm saying, guys. Let's find some like-minded people, get an idea, put that idea into action, and you'll probably be pretty happy, It's like, whatever your hobby is, that's probably more you than anything or whatever job you're working at, I don't know. I mean, I'm a toy collector, I collect all that shit, and you guys know that. But I tell you, man, when I'm at those toy shows just talking that stuff with those people, I feel good. It's like what we like. It's like how we connect. But then I'm sitting there looking at this reptile thing and my buddy's showing me, and these guys are 2 million subscribers, like a lot of fucking people. I'm like, Jesus. I mean, that's a giant YouTuber. And it's all because there's a bunch of people out there who like snakes. It's like, who would have thunk that these people like snakes? But they do, and it brings people together, you know? Same fucking idea with the whole sports thing, you know? Everybody, fuck, I say you know a lot. I just caught myself there. I'm going to consciously try to not say you know so much. It's bugging the fuck out of me. I was rewatching some of my live streams, and I say you know, like, it's like the eye blinking thing when I used to, my early YouTube channels. That's why I started wearing sunglasses, if you watch my old YouTube channels, because I couldn't stand the fact that I was blinking 20 blinks per second. It was annoying to me. I annoy myself. Anyway, I'm going to try not to say, you know. You know? So, anyway. Yeah, Reptile Channel. It's huge. Go do it, man. Follow your passion, man. Whatever that is for you. You're a writer. Be a writer. I don't know. Start a YouTube channel. Do something. Do anything but just rely on that job that you're at that you know you don't give a fuck about. And I'm talking about the average Joe jobs where you're just a working middle class. You know it's probably something you're not super excited about. Maybe it is, and if it is, God bless you, and good for you for finding something you actually give a shit to do, you know. Most of us, myself included, I have a day job because I need money. You know, maybe one day I won't, and that'll be great. Because I'm not going back to fucking school. Fuck that. Nope. I have educated myself more on YouTube in the last 4 years than any amount of schooling could ever teach me about things I actually have a fucking interest in. You know? Shit. Fuck. I said it. It's one of those. See, now I'm really aware of it. Now I'm going to keep calling myself out on it. Fuck. Anyway. Follow your passion. I don't know what that looks like. It's different for everybody. But I know it's not working at Walmart. I know it's not sitting in an office cubicle. I know it's not just looking forward to the weekend to have fun when you've got right now and today you could be having a good time and enjoying your life. So, yeah. Power now, man. Just be in the now. Right now is the time. Wherever you're at, just be there. And you'll never not be happy because there's no reason to worry when you're in the now. You know? Damn! Fucking shit. I'm getting better. Not saying in every other sentence, but I'm going to try to break this habit. You know, it takes a while to stop a bad habit and form a new good one. A new good one? A good one. Whatever. A better habit that doesn't annoy me every time I hear it. Alright. I'm going to keep this podcast short and brief. So follow your dreams. And if anybody tells you you're stupid, get those people out of your life. Tell them to go fuck themselves. Because those are the people that just suck. Yeah. Shit's hard, man. If you want to go follow your dream, it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy just because you thought it was and that's what you want to achieve. It's going to take hard work and dedication on your end. But fuck other people. They're just pissed because they can't do it. Everybody wants to be a rock star, but not everybody gets to be a rock star because not everybody can fucking do that. It takes more than just talent to be a rock star. You have to have charisma, crowd work. Your music actually has to be good. And live performance is everything. It's like artwork. There's a whole lot of factors. It's not just good music and you're going to be a rock star. No, man. If you can't perform on the stage, and I've seen fucking so many bands over the years, if you can't perform live, you're fucked. And that's just my opinion. But I think a lot of professional musicians who made that their living, that are big-time bands, will probably agree. You gotta kill it in those live shows, man. You gotta separate yourself from all the other shit that sounds like you. You got to show them that you are something new. Live shows, for sure. Because, not everybody can do that. You may dream about being a rock star, but you're not going to be a rock star. That's just an idea. You're in love with the idea of being a rock star. That's the reality of it. Let that sink into your noodle. You're just in love with the idea. And that goes for all kinds of things. Everybody's in love with the idea. It'd be nice to be called a doctor. Now, I'm Dr. Yaga. Yeah, it sounds great. You're still a fucking person, though. Who gives a shit? Who cares about titles and prestige and stuff? Why don't you just go make a living, be cool to people, good things will happen to you. I swear to God, they will. But lose the ideas that if you achieve that, for some reason you're going to hit this level of enlightenment that is beyond anything that you've ever known. And it's not true. It's a lie. It's a lie. It is bullshit, folks. Stick to what you love, and it'll work out some way. There's so many ways that you can make a living just by being yourself and what you like to do, and it's just that much better. So, all right, I'm going to get out of here. I'd just like to thank my sponsor for this podcast again, Track Vault Company, Theft Recovery and Prevention. Remember, $20 a year. If you own anything that you don't want to lose and you don't want to be a victim of theft and you want to get that shit back if it does get stolen, then you guys need Track Vault Company, Inc. www.trackvaultco.com. Get that shit, folks. And I will see you all next week. We're going to stick it to, I think I'm going to go to, let me know. I'm going to go to Wednesday's podcast because it seems more doable for me as far as my daily life schedule goes. So if podcasts on Wednesdays is great, we're going to keep it trucking. And if not, fuck it. I'm not catering to you. I'm going to do these when I want because it's my podcast. Oh, I'm just fucking with you people. Later.